Imagine this, it's the year 2100, and Earth is no longer the home we know. Instead, it's a hostile environment where survival is a daily struggle. This might sound like something out of a science fiction movie, but it could be our reality if we don't act now. Right now, Earth is warming faster than ever before. Scientists have found that just a tiny increase in temperature could make large parts of the planet too hot for humans to survive. By 2050, a billion people might be forced to leave their homes due to rising sea levels, floods, and deadly heat waves. In some areas, it could get so hot that even stepping outside becomes dangerous. Imagine living in a world where summer temperatures regularly hit 50 degrees Celsius. In some parts of the world, like South Asia and the Middle East, this could become the norm. These regions, which are currently home to millions of people, could become uninhabitable, forcing mass migrations and creating climate refugees on a scale we've never seen before. But it's not just about the heat. With the planet warming, our food supply is in serious danger. Crops that thrive in current climates might fail as temperatures rise and weather patterns shift. Imagine the fertile lands of the Amazon turning into dry, barren deserts. This isn't just a nightmare, it's something scientists are warning could happen within the next century if we don't change our ways. And then there's water. As glaciers melt and rainfall patterns become unpredictable, some regions might face severe water shortages. Places that rely on snowmelt for their water supply, like parts of California, could dry up, leaving millions without access to clean water. Without water, not only does farming become impossible, but so does life itself. If you live near the coast, imagine your city slowly being swallowed by the ocean. Sea levels are rising, and by the end of the century, entire cities could be underwater. Places like Miami, New York, and Tokyo are at risk. Even if the world stopped emitting greenhouse gases today, sea levels would continue to rise for centuries due to the heat already trapped in our oceans. Some scientists predict that by 2100, we could see sea levels rise by over a meter, about 3.3 feet. That might not sound like much, but it would be enough to displace millions of people and wipe out entire ecosystems. Coral reefs, which are home to a quarter of all marine life, could vanish, leaving behind dead, bleached skeletons where vibrant ecosystems once thrived. What's even scarier is the idea of a tipping point, a point of no return. This is when the changes to our climate become so severe that they start feeding off each other, causing a cascade of disasters. For example, as ice melts in the Arctic, it not only raises sea levels, but also exposes dark ocean water that absorbs more heat, causing even more ice to melt. This could lead to runaway climate change, where the planet warms faster and faster until it becomes entirely uninhabitable. The good news is that it's not too late to make a difference. Scientists and experts agree that if we take action now, we can prevent the worst outcomes. This means cutting greenhouse gas emissions, switching to renewable energy, and protecting our forests and oceans. But it's not just up to governments and big companies. We all have a role to play, whether it's using less plastic, driving less, or just spreading the word. Every little bit helps. Remember, the future isn't set in stone. It's something we create with our actions today. If we don't act, we might be the last generation to live on a habitable Earth. But if we do, we can ensure that our planet remains a home, not just for us, but for generations to come. The choice is ours.